Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is Friday Power Flow, and this is my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga. So if you can't join me here live and in person, you can still join me here right now. Let's get started in downward facing dog. Come onto your mat. Come on into your downward facing dog. If it feels better to get started in child's pose, you can get started in child's pose. Set your foundation. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. I've had different feedback on these Friday Power Flows. Some of you like 20 minutes, some of you like 30 minutes. So no plan. We're just going to go with the flow and see what happens. If you want to add in some movement here, you can add in some movement, bending your knees or moving your head around, but definitely feeling the movement of your breath. Take another big breath in and a long breath out. Fingers spread wide, your heels soften down. Take a full body breath in and a big breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. On your next inhale, come on forward to your high push-up, high plank. And you might adjust as you come into your high push-up. Maybe take your hands a little more forward or your feet back so you can lengthen out, drawing in and up through your core, lifting out of your shoulders, lengthening out through your heels, the crown of your head, lengthening out from your center. Take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in, and empty out. Inhale, come on forward to your high push-up, and as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high push-up, high plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. One more time, come on forward to your high push-up. Here, keep moving forward, lower halfway down or all the way down for your low push-up. You can drop your knees if you like. A big breath in, upward facing dog, cobra or low cobra. Pausing here, leading with your heart. Take a peek over your left shoulder. Your right shoulder might come a little bit forward. And then come to center, take a peek over your right shoulder. Your left shoulder might come a little forward. Come back to center, take a big inhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a long breath in and a full breath out. One more big inhale here. And as you exhale, step or jump to the front of your mat. Set your feet, halfway lift, flat back, long spine, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, come up to stand, hands reach high, heart lifts. You can go back, hands to your heart, exhale. Set your feet, set your gaze or close your eyes. You can set an intention for your practice if that's something that resonates with you today. And together, let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. As you inhale, sweep up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward dog, or child's pose. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale and a big exhale. Take a deep breath in here, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Empty out. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Forward and down, elbows in, upward dog. Still moving forward, big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Set your foundation here. Feel your intention here. Whether or not you set an intention, right? The intention to be right here, right now. Another big breath in. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Rise and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Breathe in, fill up. And breathe out, empty out. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, set your feet. Big bend to your knees. Feet together apart. Big toes a little bit closer together than your heels. Grounded into your heels, your toes are soft. Feel your feet, check in with your feet. Feel your breath, a big breath in. And a long breath out. And here, interlace your fingers at your low back. You can put a towel or strap between your hands. Shoulders roll back. Sit your hips down and back. Lengthen through your arms. Let your shoulders roll back, so almost a little bit of a back bend here in your upper body. Take a deep breath in, and with your fingers interlaced, start to fold forward. Hands come up and over for the shoulder rinse. You can keep your feet together. I like to walk mine to hips width distance just for stability. Head hangs down. Soften your knees, set your feet and soften your toes. I should also mention that we just had class in here. It's really humid. It's about 50% humidity. So I expect that by the end of this, I look like I got out of a swimming pool. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, release your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Back foot spins flat, rise up. Hopefully you're not paying too much attention to me. Hopefully you're paying attention to yourself, where you have your feet, where you are. Setting your gaze or closing your eyes. You can reach your hands higher, work with your hands at your heart. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. And take one more big inhale here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Come up. You can take one big step, come into your warrior one. Maybe it's a couple smaller steps. Setting your left foot flat and straight. Long and strong through your back leg. Feel your whole back foot connect to your mat. See if you have some room to lift through the back leg. Evening out your hips, lifting up out of your hips. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward again, warrior one. Come up, open out, warrior two. You can add in some space between your feet. Lengthen your stance. Lift and lengthen through your back leg. Dip into your front knee. Lengthen out through your arms. Let your breath lengthen and deepen here. A big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Really nice. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Right hand can land on your back leg or come around to the top of your left leg. Still that bend in your left knee. Grounded through your right foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Or child's pose. Take a full breath in and clear out. One more big inhale here. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Set your feet. Let them be even. Together apart, bring your hands together at your heart. Take a big breath in. Twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. And if your left knee comes forward, you might notice that. Draw it back. If you've come forward into your toes or the balls of your feet, come back into your heels. And if you notice that you've wandered off somewhere, come back to this breath. Hands can stay together. They can open up. You can stick in a side crow. A full inhale, lengthening. And as you exhale, rinsing, twisting, breathe in. And breathe out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Once more, deep breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Come on into your half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Left foot standing, left hand in front, and a little to the left of your baby toe. Right arm up to the sky. I like this transition. As you go from that twist, rinsing out, to the opportunity now to really open up. Set your gaze down or to the side. You can stay here, or you might bend your right knee, catch your right foot back behind you with your right hand. Becomes like a dancer on its side. And then if you're feeling crazy, you can begin to lift your left hand up and out in front of you. Steady breath. Soften your toes, take a big inhale, lightly drop back to your warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse, exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one, rise up, open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior, side angle, Parsva Konasana. Left elbow on your left leg, right arm extends up, warrior two, feet and legs, an intentional foundation, grounding down, and then lift up, lighten up on your left shoulder, feel if you have some room to reach your top arm higher, wrap it around behind your back, come on into your half bind, or play around with your full bind. Even as you explore, play around, challenge yourself, feel that you're doing so with intentional breath, and with intention, breathing in, and breathing out. A big inhale and a big exhale. Dipping into your front knee, grounded through your back foot. Reach your top arm up here. As you exhale, bring your right hand down to your mat, spin to the ball of your right foot. Drop your right knee lightly. Untuck your right toes. You can walk your left foot a little to your left. This is your kneeling lunge, and you can pad your right knee if you like. Hands at your left knee. Or take your hands behind your head so that your fingertips barely touch, elbows are wide, and start to lift up and go back. With your hands behind your head, you might take your gaze up, a little bit of support for your head. Not a lot of weight in the right knee. Grounded through your left foot, toes are soft. Take a full breath in, and a big breath out. As you inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, hands down to your mat, inside your left foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift your right knee. Pivot around towards the side edge of your mat. Coming into your prasarita, your wide-legged forward fold. Hands under your shoulders, a halfway lift. Lengthen and fold. You can come into tripod or play around with your crow here. Hands can walk through your legs if you have some room. You can have soft knees. Maybe come a little bit forward into the balls of your feet. A deep breath in. Then a big breath out. Hands under your shoulders. If they're not there, come halfway up. Start to walk around towards the back edge of your mat. Spinning around, right foot flat on the ball of your left foot. Plant your hands, right foot steps back. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Take a long inhale. And a big exhale. Breathe in, fill up. And breathe out, empty out. One more big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, sit back, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Set your feet, rise up. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one. Rise up. Exhale, hands come back to your mat. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot again, warrior one. Rise up, open out, warrior two. Sweat dripping down my nose. Not so much a distraction, so much as it tickles, right? Which I guess is a distraction. Notice the distractions in your body, what becomes a distraction in your body. Distractions in your environment, distractions in your head. Notice them just enough that you can come back. Feel your feet. Feel your hands. Feel your breath. Feel your intention. A big breath in, then a long breath out. Right foot is flat and straight. Right knee tracks over your right ankle. Stay grounded through your back foot, lift and lengthen through your back leg. Lengthen out through your arms here, spin your palms to the sky, right hand high, reverse your warrior, reach up and go back. And letting your left hand land lightly. Lifting, lengthening through your right side body, take a big breath in. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Another deep inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Set your feet. Bring your hands together at your heart. Sit down. Let your shoulders roll back. Feet are even. Toes are soft. Take a long breath in. Twist to your left. Now right elbow towards the outside of your left leg and the crown of your head in one direction. Your tailbone in the other. Watch out for rounding. Tipping forward. Left shoulder rolls back. You can come forward, but then balance it out. Come back into your heels. Let your chest be higher than your hips. Strong, steady breath. Hands can stay together or open up. And again, side crow is an option, but child's pose is an option. It's an option to be distracted, an intentional choice to be right here, right now. Choose this. Right, choose this practice, this moment, your intention. Choose yourself. One more big breath in. Fold forward. Exhale. Half moon on your right. Right foot standing, right hand in front. Little to the right of your baby toe. Ardha Chandrasana. A lift under your right hand if you like. Bring the ground up to you. That might help you better extend through your standing leg. More stability through your standing leg. And you can stay here. Helps to have your gaze set down if you want to, or even to the side if you want to bend your lifted foot, catch the foot, and then start to take it back behind you. Right? So a little bit of a hip opener, a little bit of a back bend. The right hand can stay down, or with gaze set, you can lift your right hand out in front of you. Take a deep breath in, lightly drop back to your warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Rise up, open out, warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Right elbow on your right leg. Left arm extends up. Your feet are set. And your right knee tracks over your right ankle. Notice if it rolls to your left. You can use your elbow to ease it out a little bit. Support yourself. Lifting up out of the right shoulder and right elbow, take your left arm behind your back, half bind, or your full bind. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. And as you move your upper body, your gaze might shift. You can notice that. Pick one point. Set your gaze, or close your eyes. A long breath in, and a long breath out, really tuning into your breath, tuning into your body so you can feel what's happening, work with it, create the best experience possible for yourself. Now reach your top arm up. As you exhale, both hands come down to your mat inside the right foot, spin to the ball of your left, lightly bring your left knee down, untuck your left toes, kneeling lunge, walk your right foot a little to your right, pad the left knee if you like. Start with your hands on your right knee and just get a sense of it. Do you have some room to bring your hips forward, to bend into your right knee? You might not, right? You might find yourself easing off. But notice if you have some space, and now hands behind your head, lightly, so you're not interlacing your fingers and hanging on. Just let your fingers barely meet. Elbows go wide. Chest lifts up. Breathe in and breathe up. Not a lot of weight on your left knee, long through the sides of your body. As you inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, hands down to your mat inside the right foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift your left knee. Pivot around towards the side. Again, feet parallel, a little bit pigeon-toed, prasarita, halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold forward. You can add in some movement here, play around with it. This practice is definitely going to be closer to 30 minutes. Notice that makes a difference. Right? What's coming? What you've done? Can you allow yourself to be right here, right now, in the flow? A big breath in, then a long breath out. It's challenging for sure. Hands under your shoulders, come halfway up. Walk your hands back around towards the front edge of your mat. Spinning your left foot forward, come into your runner's lunge, plant your hands. Left foot steps back, high push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in and clear out. One more big inhale. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift up, reach up, fill up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together and forward. Extend your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. If you want to flip your dog, you can let the foot pull you over. You can find your down dog hip opener with your left knee down, a little more stability. And from here, find your way into your half pigeon, whether it's this variation with your right knee forward and your left leg back, or the variation on your back. You can adjust where you have the right foot. Settle in, maybe a block under a hip, your chest or your forehead. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Letting your head land. Allowing yourself to land. So if there's a lot of distraction externally, depending on what it is, you don't have to engage in it. I've talked about this before, that if you have living beings around you, eager for your attention, absolutely acknowledge them, right? Let them be part of this, instead of forcing them out. And I think it works with the stuff internally, the thoughts in your head. Acknowledge the thought. Don't try to force it out, but gently, right? Acknowledge it and come back. A big breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Hands under your shoulders, back to your downward facing dog. And maybe you stick in a three-legged dog or a flow, tabletop, some cat-cows. Take a full breath in. Then clear out. And bring your feet together and forward. Now your left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. And you can keep going. Foot will pull you over. Lift out of your shoulder or your shoulders. And take your time coming around into your half pigeon on this side, whether it is a similar variation or different. Right leg is long behind you, whichever variation you're in. Your spine is long. Mindful of your breath, a long inhale. And a long exhale. Often when I am teaching on Zoom, people have their cameras off, so I can't see what they're doing, which is okay. I get that. Roll out of bed. Maybe brush your teeth and get on your mat. You don't want anyone to see what you look like. Sometimes people leave their cameras on, and there's dogs that walk across mats. There's cats. There's kids that jump on mats and on people. And it really is it's a beautiful thing to see how other beings may not want to practice with you, but they want to share the space. They want to be close to you. They want to share the energy, right? Your energy. as you practice, you can usually feel it when there's a shift happening. Others around you can feel it as well. And you create a shift. You have this shift happening within you. It becomes, well, it radiates out. I've said it before. You become an agent for change. Peacefully, patiently, and compassionately. You take a long breath in, and a long breath out. Another big inhale here, and a big exhale. Hands under your shoulders, one last downward facing dog. Add in a flow, a three-legged dog, maybe, right, you walk out your dog, take a big breath in, and a full exhale. One more deep breath in here. As you exhale, step or jump your feet through your hands. I couldn't quite jump my feet through my hands because my mat is a little too sweaty. Take your feet forward, extend your arms forward, strong core, lower back slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Feet can hover, 4, 3, 2. Hover your feet, hover your shoulders. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take your feet wide, crisscross one on top of the other for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, hover and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come all the way down. Set your feet on your mat and come up for your bridge or your wheel. Set your feet about hips width distance. Connect down into your feet. Connect into your breath. Lift your hips, lift your chest. Bridge, wheel, any variation, any combination. Even rest if you like. Right? Feel what works for you right here, right now. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. A big inhale, fill up. Stay lifted, empty out. One more big breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Come onto your back. Soles of your feet together, knees to the sides for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a full breath in. Then empty out. Once more here, a big inhale. And a big exhale. This is one of my favorite poses. And this is one of my favorite parts in the practice, points in the practice. Feeling everything that you've done. Allowing yourself to soften. Breathe in. And breathe out. Draw your knees to your chest. Come on into your happy baby. Knees wider than your torso. Big bend in your knees. You can reach up, grab your feet. You can grab the backs of your legs. Maybe a little bit of side-to-side movement here. Extending one or both legs if you like. Knees back to center. Take them over to the right for your twist. Any variation of the twist that you like here. Big inhale. Big exhale. And back through center. And over to your left. Switch your twist. You can turn your face to the right if it works for your neck and shoulders, or just keep your gaze up. Come back to center, give your knees a squeeze, and set up for your Shavasana. You can take your legs up on your mat with a block under your hips. If you're near a wall, you can come up against your wall. You might take your legs out, or come back to Supta Baddha Konasana for a little more support. Arms and hands alongside. It's nice when you spin your palms up, your shoulders can soften. Take a long inhale. Empty out. Here you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bring some gentle movement to your body. Draw your knees to your chest. You might roll to one side and make your way to seated. Hands to your heart. Set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And together, let's take a deep breath in. Empty out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining me for practice today. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. The more people doing yoga, the better off we'll all be. Thanks for your patience. I know these Friday Power Flows, we kind of lost our groove, but we're back into it, and you'll be able to find me here every Friday morning. You can also join me in my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga, live and in person or via Zoom. You also get recorded classes if you're a member. And check out my Patreon. Thanks again. Thanks for joining me. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you soon.